You just do all my errands, meet me every day at 11 o'clock. And if you can study me, even now, like this hand is a lot smaller than this hand. My uncle sent his mother and father here when he was a teenager.
Whoa.
And what most people don't know about Mr. Gambino, Carlo Gambino came to America at 17 years of age as a made man. He was made over there at the Gambino family. It's still there.
Yeah, he was a... Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, and he was here now, which people don't realize unless you're Italian heritage at that time. The guys, Moderano and those, they were shaking down the Italian immigrants.
Yeah, Maranzano.
Instead of protecting them.
Who was the other one? Marzocco?
Yeah. And so they came in, and that's when they created the 5 families. From that point on, they got rid of them.
Yep.
Created the 5 families, but again, that all worked to my advantage. And then he said to me, "You'll never do that again. I want you to be my personal messenger." I was okay. I'll never let you get in trouble. You just do all my errands. Meet me every day at 11 o'clock. Or unless you get a message from Carmine at the Copa, was where I used to go at night before I went home to find out. Copacabana. He owned the Copacabana. Costello.
Wow.
Costello owned it. I mean, he had his finger in everything. And that was it. So I was with him till 73, until he died.
Wow. So you were just running errands for him all the time?
I was running errands for him, and then Joe Kennedy I met, who was his partner during Prohibition. They were doing bootlegging, and they amassed $30 million each in the 30s.
You're talking about John F. Kennedy's father, obviously.
Right.
Wow.
And so how I met him was just because of what you just said. Senator John F. Kennedy wanted to run for president. And
Did you know Senator John F. Kennedy?
Yeah.
You met him?
Yeah. Oh, I hung out with him. I hung out with him for about 4 or 5 months every weekend. It was insane.
Wow.
I was 16 years old. But they knew I was the eyes and ears. The kid is coming. And I met everybody. I met the Savellas in Kansas City, Tony Accardo in Chicago. I met every crime.
Frank Nitti, those guys?
Oh, yeah. Well, Nick Nitti, when you read my book, Frank Nitti's son, we became partners.
Oh, you became business partners.
He and I were the couriers for the Vatican money.
All right, we're going to pin on the Vatican later.
That story is insane.
Wow.
But so with that, all I was doing at that time was going to see Alan Dorfman, Culinary Union, Bramlett, insurance people, all the mob families. And it gave me a great entree to them all because they knew Costello. He was head of the syndicate. And I worked for him. And I met everybody all during that time. And then on the weekends, we'd meet in Vegas. And I'd watch the Rat Pack. And during that time, they were shooting Ocean's 11.
This is the early 60s, late 50s, early 60s? Yeah. Wow. So
I'm sitting ringside. They're talking to me, Dean, Sammy. They're talking to me, the kid's here tonight, your kid. And people just come up to me, who are you? I said, I'm the kid, don't worry about it.
I'm the kid. Are you moving better now?
Oh, yeah. Oh, now I'm 16. Yeah, I'm moving better. But most people didn't realize I had 2 different shoe size, glove size, and all that. But if you can study me, even now, like this hand is a lot smaller than this hand.
Can you hold them both out?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It is.
Yeah, I know.
No kidding.
No, so this is the side that's still gimped, even though I'm taking stem cells. It's done tremendous. But I used to have full head of gray hair, receding hair, my hair going back. My skin.
Grew back?
True stem cell.
That's
it's reversing
crazy.
aging.
How often do you have to do stem cells?
Now I'm only doing them every 90 days, but I go to the hospital every 30 days.
And how does it work? Do they just inject you in the arm? I don't know anything about it.
No, what they do, they take my stems from my right side, they spin them and do that, and then they inject them to where I want, or where they want, that they know I need the work.
Wow.
But my energy level is insane. What it's done for my memory and recall and all that, I'm like a 200-watt bulb.
That's amazing. That's something I really want to do a podcast on at some point because I know so little about it. We hear about it in passing all the time, but it seems like more you hear about like people going down to Mexico to get them and stuff like that. It seems
they're
like you're
going to
hearing more and
Panama.
more.
The only problem with that, and fortunately, I mean, unless you have a lot of money, you can get them now in the country. It's about $35,000 a treatment.